So, Glenn, over at WonderCon, you held something very special in your hands when you made it to a certain booth. What was that thing?
It was the first appearance of Batman in Detective Comics. And it was handed to me by Mr. Mike Carbonaro, who who buys and sells collections. He's sort of a broker for comic book collections, and he had it on display there in a glass case. And he saw I was looking at it, and he goes, "Would you like to hold it?" Would I like to hold it? Talk about geek fanboy coming out in me. Yeah, it was just amazing. I mean, to have that in my hands, to feel that connection to the start of the whole masked crime fighter, cape and cowl thing, Um, Batman was the start. There may have been previous guys, detectives, and uh, I think there were characters who had like a domino mask, but basically they just wore a suit, you know. But this guy, you know, the cape and the cowl and dressing up like a bat, and the whole idea of having a theme, going out to scare criminals and stuff. That was it. That started that whole line of comics, and having it in my hand gave me a connection to that history, made me feel part of it, and took me back to just being a little boy again, first finding comics, taking your first comic off a spinner rack, and thinking, wow, can I afford a dime, or 12 cents or whatever it was at the time, and now here's this $1 million comic book in my hands, you know and seeing, it's just such an amazing feeling. And it's just like meeting some of the creators. There have been times when I got to meet Jack Kirby, and it's that same feeling of, this is the guy who started it, this is the guy who created Fantastic Four, with Stanley, of course. But it's that feeling of being in the presence of history, and that comic book, it's the same feeling. And the idea that this object, created back in the late 1930s, on cheap newsprint, has survived all these years just to wind up in my hands, to connect me to all of that, to the whole history of comics. That's just, what a thrill. What a real thrill. That alone, that one event, made WonderCon completely worth it to me. If that was the only thing that had happened at WonderCon, that would have been like, it was just great. It was so wonderful.
That's terrific. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.